Mini Shenanigans, Episode 1. Hello there and welcome to a brand new series of Mini Shenanigans, and I hope you're all well out there. This first episode is brought to us by Kansas-based playwright and Theatrical Shenanigans regular Debra A. Cole. Deb says, "While teaching an adult playwriting class, I challenged them to challenge me. I asked my students to pick a genre, number of characters, and emotion for me to centre a short play around. And from there, I created Missing from the genre of thriller with 3 characters and the emotion of jealousy." Theatrical Shenanigans presents Missing by Debra A. Cole.
I don't understand. None of this makes sense.
I don't understand either.
You're interrogated by the police, Skylar. You have to know why.
Can they even do that? I mean, without us present?
He's 20, Jane. They don't have to have parents present.
I know, but he's just a kid.
He's not a kid anymore.
Please tell me they didn't pick you up in your dorm room.
That's your concern at this very moment?
Well, I don't want people to think he did something that he clearly didn't do.
We don't even know why they questioned him. Stop worrying about what others think.
I'm sure it has something to do with that girl.
Her name is Beth, Mom.
Well, I guarantee Beth is the cause of this trouble.
Jane.
I'm sorry, she's gutter trash.
Jane!
I'm sorry, but any girl who dresses like she does...
Stop it! It was about Beth.
I told you.
She's missing.
What?
Her roommate came home and found her bed undisturbed. She's not answering anyone's calls or texts. In fact, the cell phone is turned off altogether. She's never without her phone, and it's never turned off.
Did they check all the nearby bars?
Jane.
They checked with everyone. We all have.
How long have you known that she is missing?
Since Saturday.
You've known since Saturday? And you didn't call us?
Been a little busy, Mom. You weren't my first priority.
You should have called us.
What could the two of you have done?
Called our lawyer, for one thing.
I didn't do anything.
Of course you didn't, baby.
Innocent people need lawyers even more than the guilty ones.
Please tell me you didn't talk with them.
Of course I talked with them, Mom. Beth is missing.
That doesn't mean you talk.
This isn't one of your stupid true crime podcasts. This is Beth.
So they just brought you to the station to help out?
Well, I guess I was the last person to see her.
Oh, God!
I didn't do anything.
What did they ask you?
I guess someone told them we broke up Saturday night.
You broke up?
Yep.
You broke up the day she disappeared.
Yeah,
Skylar, this isn't good.
I know.
Why did you break up?
It wasn't my idea. It was hers.
She broke up with you?
Let it go, Jane.
No. That girl broke your heart?
She didn't break my heart. I knew something was wrong. I just didn't know what it was until that Saturday night.
What happened?
We were grabbing burgers at Burger Barn, and she just said it.
Said what?
She told me there was someone else.
Were you mad?
I was furious. But I kept my cool since we were in public.
Good, Skylar. Burger Barn will have security cameras. They'll show you under control. The cops will see that.
I walked down, I left her alone sitting in the booth.
Good. You didn't engage.
I didn't get very far.
What do you mean?
I waited for her in the parking lot.
Skylar, why?
I didn't feel like I was able to say my piece after walking out. I paced and paced in the parking lot wondering if I should have gone back in, but ultimately I just found a corner and sat down.
Pacing isn't against the law, but son, it makes you look like you were planning something when they look at the parking lot cameras.
Exactly. They asked me why I did it.
Why you did it? Did what?
That's what I asked.
Okay. We need to call Barry. If you had told us about any of this earlier, the police would have never gotten this far with you.
Stop.
What do you mean, stop?
There's more.
Son, you're starting to scare us.
You think I'm not scared?
Keep talking.
She didn't see me when she left the Burger Barn. So I followed her.
Like a stalker?
I wanted to see if she was going to see whoever this was. I needed to see them together.
Skylar.
Was he taller than me? Was he smarter than me? I needed to know. And there he was. I guess she had called him and told him that I knew. He came running. They met in a place where no one would see them. What a chicken shit, right?
Skylar, don't.
She was my first, you know? I know you didn't like her, Mom, but she really meant something to me. I trusted her. I gave her everything, but it wasn't enough.
Sweetheart, there will be others. First loves are wonderful, but often they're just that. The first. Your dad and I are weird examples of young love that lasted, but there is more waiting for you. When they find Beth, I bet she will agree. She's probably just run off with this asshole and needs alone time to process your relationship being over.
But she's not coming. Is she, Dad?
What's going on?
I also thought there was a chance she was hiding, until I saw your eyes. You weren't worried about her. You know she's not coming back. You know she's not going to tell your secrets. But I am.
This wasn't supposed to happen this way.
What does he mean, David? What does he mean?
It was never my plan, son, but an old man like me doesn't have a young, pretty girl flirt with him as the years go on.
David?
She said she told you, and she was going to tell you, Jane. She was going to tell you every dirty, filthy, and exciting detail of our relationship.
Relationship? This isn't happening.
Oh, Jane, you were right about her. What was it you called her? Gutter trash? She was like a raccoon. Omnivorous. Roaming freely, consuming anything in its wake. You know mammals, like raccoons, they like to nest and find cozy, warm places to do it. Piles of leaves, debris, untrimmed shrubbery, and bushes, chimneys, and other openings and hidey holes can be the perfect places for these critters to nest and start causing problems. An itinerant raccoon is one thing, but one that takes up residence on your property can be hard to remove. It was exciting at first, but she wanted more and more. She wanted what we have. As a family, I warned her that if she told of you about us, it would be over, but she didn't understand what that meant to me. Over means over. There's no coming back. There are no choices without consequences. She was a silly, silly girl who caused this to happen.
What did you do, David? What did you do?
I solved the problem. She didn't deserve Skylar. She didn't deserve me. She certainly didn't deserve all that we've built here. She did deserve to die.
Dad. How?
How? That's easy. She was so very small, it didn't take much to overtake her.
Where is she?
Oh, she won't be found. I mentioned the hidey hole, right? If I've learned anything from your mother's endless true crime podcasts, the police have nothing if they don't have a body. I think it's time to call Barry now. Don't worry. I won't say a word to the police, and I advise the two of you to do the same. Funny thing about trash. We have lots of hidey holes.
That was Missing by Debra A. Cole, with Darren Ingram as David, Perdita Lawton as Jane, and Cole Hunter-Zubach as Skylar. Theatrical Shenanigans, part of an RFW Scripts production, found on Spotify, Amazon Music, Podbean, and anywhere else you can find your podcasts. Music is written and produced by Chris Cody.